Hey, Steel Nation, how you going? Mark here, Mark Davidson from Steel Nation Australia.
What's going on? Let's continue! What's that? Let's go! Baby! Yes! Yes! Let's go!
What's the deal with the schedule?
I think the stereotype that we drink Fosters, and the first Foster I saw was in Pittsburgh. It's a true story.
Yeah,
The first ever Foster I saw was in America. I've never seen one.
I thought that was like Australia for beer.
For what? Alrighty, Steel Nation, welcome back to Debo Nation Australia. G'day, guys. Welcome back to Steelers Nation Australia. Let's get him in right away. We ain't mucking around here. Bob, are you ready? You ready, mate? Oh, 1 second, he says. Okay, no worries. We're going to wait. We're going to wait. But thank you, everyone, for checking out Steel Nation Australia. We're going to go through the post-game season wrap-up. I'm still in preseason form. Post-game wrap-up. Thank you, everyone, for checking out also Steel Dynasty podcast as well out there on Bubba's channel. He'll be in here shortly. And yeah, like J Devil says, I'm a Debo Nation Australia. I'm okay with it. Like, I'm okay with today. There's a few things that, and we're going to talk about it back and forth with Bubba and Shane, but I'm okay with it. It's let me know, guys. Just put in the chat and put your hand up when you're ready to go. But I'm like, today is a loss, and I think they kind of need a loss. There were some things that were bad with Quez Watkins and those blokes. Oh, because, Bubba, you're setting yours up. Okay, that's right. Shane, you good to go? Yeah, that's right. My apologies, because, yeah, Bubba's setting up the podcast, right, for Dynasty. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What's going on, mate? How are you?
I have a problem with ghosts. You want to see?
What?
Ooh, ghosts.
How'd you
ghosts
do that?
of Heinz Field.
Oh. You were doing the impression of Quez Watkins on a punt return.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was pretty bad. How'd you enjoy the game?
It's like watching turtles hump. It was not entertaining.
Not that exciting?
No. It was frustrating because the highlights were Zach Frazier looked, like Zach Frazier, and then the offensive line looked promising. Fields was all right. You said, hey, listen, Mark, you said Wilson looked good.
Mm-hmm.
I must have missed, the only thing I saw is him missing a few tackles.
No, there were some tackles. I think, even the chat might agree with me too. We can discuss it, but I think there was some times where he was looking pretty physical. He was getting one of the first tackles he got was a -2 loss to the first team. He ran down and got a tackle for a loss.
I must have missed it too because I was bullshitting too.
He did miss a few. I'm not saying he was perfect out there, but I think he was a bit of we haven't seen that speed from a middle linebacker in a very long time.
No,
you know what I mean?
No.
It was just really exciting to watch. I think him out there being I noticed not in a weird way, but in an athlete way, Pickens looks fantastic. He looks like his athletic ability out there is on fire. Najee, the same thing. He caught the ball, he cut, and he ran up the field, and he was very physical and just dominating. Same with Warren. And then you also saw JBJ on the sidelines looking pretty pumped up and crazy too.
Look good.
Yeah, Edwards, the running back too. I need to look more into him, and that's why I find maybe next offseason I shouldn't worry about so much rumor stuff. I should be focusing on looking into players who we have on the team because he did 2 big runs and got a TD, and he looked pretty fine too. Bubba, give me a thumbs up when you're ready to go. Yeah,
who looked really sharp? And I didn't know this kid was on the team. That Miller, that route he caught, that little wheel route.
Yeah, he looked good too. Yeah, he's having bees, mate. He's having fucking bees.
Yes. Hey, Shane, you said something about turtles. I feel disrespected because when turtles do it, they don't do it on the sides of their shells. But anyway,
Well, no, wait, Bubba,
it?
you can't talk shit about turtles. You had two boy turtles doing it.
No, they were fighting.
No.
I got rid of one.
They're like,
how do the turtles do it?
Bubba misidentified my gender.
Well,
I'm a dude.
Hey, I'm okay with this game because
Me too. I'm okay with it. I'm not hyped. Things to work on.
Our return team sucks though. Our return,
No,
that
it
kickoff
was
is terrible. That kickoff.
Yeah. Let's go through it. Let's try. I'll try and get a bit of order. Let's go through the kickoff return. Shane, what do you think about the kickoff return? Because I fucking hate it. I don't like it at all.
Well, guys. Okay, I'll be the glass half full here.
Well, I'll be the beer half empty.
Okay. This is new for everyone.
And free.
But it seemed like every play was return middle, return middle, return middle. So I don't know if they haven't developed schemes for it, if they're just still feeling it out, but it wasn't entertaining. It didn't look any safer.
No.
But let's give them a little bit of time to adjust because they're pushing the WTF button right now too. So,
oh, you think the NFL is freaking out as well?
Well, I think not the NFL. I think the coaches are just like, okay, let's see what happens here.
Did it look like they were going at slow speed though? Like everything was slow speed. Like even the returns, everything. Even when they got the ball, they looked like they didn't even have any type of burst of energy to get through any type of.
They don't have the speed to build up to get to. They're not running 15 yards, guys. They're running. Right. They have a 9-yard max that they can be off of that ball.
I just thought.
I just think my point with the teams though is what's the point in having two walls go like gladiators together? You're still going to hit each other pretty hard, and then the returner has no room to run anywhere. But if he does go through the first line, he's off to the races. I feel like it's pretty shit.
There was one. That last one the Steelers had, that he had the biggest push. He was one guy away from breaking it.
He went. Yep.
But he got hammered.
And also, too, Cordell Patterson's hurt. He didn't play, so that makes a difference too.
But I feel like I think the more we watch it, I think after preseason we'll see if it's good or bad. But the kickoff return is just one line of defense and one line of offense going bang in the middle.
When you were watching it, did your TV have like a yellow? Like it was yellow.
It's really far away because they want. It's funny because they want to show everything now. The NFL is like, oh, we want to show the landing zone, we want to show the kickoff, we want to show them catch it, and it's like all you're really watching is like you see the two waves collide, bang like that. Then the runner's got like 10 meters to figure out, oh, do I go through the middle or do I go the outside? If you go the outside, the guy is probably everyone's gonna move that direction to cover him. I don't think it's going to be very dynamic because if it is dynamic, you're going to have one cut through the middle and all the way to the end zone. Yeah. When kickoff return was fun, when you had Hester and you had different layers of kickoffs because guys were getting down the field, they were missing, they were jumping here, they were, going, and there was like the punter was hitting people. Sorry, the kick was hitting. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's new and it's like it's all fresh. Don't find that fun.
I just thought on my TV there was a yellow section, like gold, on my TV where the section was where the receivers caught the ball on my TV. Did you guys have that on your TV?
Yeah.
I think so. But there was there's a landing zone. If the ball doesn't go on the landing zone, if they squib kick it in the 30, and there's a 40, then goes to 40.
I felt like it was an Atari game.
Yeah. And also, if the ball goes into the landing zone and it sits in there, there's going to be a lot of mistakes, by the way. A lot of players will probably leave the ball alone. If the ball goes into the landing zone in the 20 and the defense picks it up, that's their ball. Yeah. So you have to pick it up. And then they're forced to run it out. So it's like the NFL wants them to run kickoffs, but like in a safe way. But I still think it's crap.
I think it's terrible. I agree with you.
Yeah. So any more to add that on, Bubba, for the kickoff return? Anything else?
I just thought it was crap. I thought that it was lackluster till the last kickoff they had was the most yardage they got was like 8 yards. So I mean, Isn't it really a glorified, like it's just like a running play where you got like 8 men in the box? That's what it feels like to me. It's 8 men in the box. You run a halfback draw. And then if you get through, you're done. Yeah, if you get a little crack through the crack, and then you could be off to the races, like you said. Yeah. So you gotta make sure that they block them left or right, so you get that little crack because they didn't go outside left or right. They went right up the middle.
And we're going to see some things like jet sweeps and that kind of stuff. But in the NFL, jet sweeps at that speed, you're still getting there really quick. These players aren't college players where they get fooled. If something moves to left or right, they're going to move with it. Right. You know what I mean? Right. So I think overall it's going to be a failure. But that's just me.
But do they eat a bite of the humble pie and change it back? No.
No, they won't. We know the NFL, they won't.
They won't.
No, they'll have to have like some data where like guys getting concussed again and say we made a mistake. It's like the PI flag. They took that back after a year, so maybe. Look, they can change a kickoff somehow, some way, but it can't be like two walls going together, and then you just run your running back or kickoff return into the wall.
Yeah.
How is it?
They'll have research and they'll say, well, the NFL has researched the new kickoff rule, and it causes irritable bowel syndrome.
But if they have that the first week, guys, and two teams score a touchdown, it's never going away.
No.
It's never going away.
Very true. And I think there's going to be some flags, though. There'll be flags from the refs. There'll be some errors from the players too. They'll let the ball, won't pick up the ball in the landing zone, and then it'll be a TD for the other team. We'll see. I was pretty unimpressed by it from the Hall of Fame game. Now the Steelers game.
Okay. You ready, Mark? Before you move on to something else, ready? Watch this. Hello, I'm Shane from the past, and I'm talking to Mark, and he's like, "Oh, that forward pass isn't very fun. Damn, the 20s, the 30s. Oh, the depression. Oh, I don't like that.
Hang on. That damn forward pass. I see what you're saying.
Okay,
you're back now. Okay. You mean like when was a forward pass introduced in 1945 or something after the war?
1920s, 30s. Like that's when they start doing the forward pass. Like
Sammy Ball, the Redskins.
And everybody was like, "This is stupid. What the hell?"
Oh, and now that's cheating. You can't toss that pigskin that far. Oh, you rascal!
Hey.
Dirty
that's
dog.
That's a great analogy and reference. Really is.
Just think of that. Did you just think of that, Shane?
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Wait, I have to go.
Oh boy,
back in time.
I don't know which are you back in 1925 again, or are you back in 2024?
No,
like, where are you?
It's like Quantum Leap. I'm Sam.
Yeah, you don't know.
Oh my God.
You know what though? That if in 40 years' time, it could be true. It could be one of the most dynamic kickoff returns ever.
If they score, if teams score touchdowns in the first game, it's never going away.
Oh yeah, there was fans saying to me, "If we score, we love it," and probably true. If we score, if we can do it well, I hate it now. But if Cordell Patterson or Calvin Austin can sneak through and get TDs, we're good. Are you back, Shane?
Hello.
I'm back at COVID years. We're talking about changing the kickoff. Wait a second.
Oh my goodness. Jesus. Oh, okay. Let's move on. Let's move on to the quarterback. So kickoff return. Bubba, what are your thoughts about Justin Fields so far?
He's not starting. First game of the season is Russell Wilson. We
Yeah,
all know that.
Yeah.
We all know that. I mean, he had a flash of brilliance a little bit, but nothing to write home about. We have a third string quarterback, which will probably make the team in Allen because he's a veteran. And he was driving down the field. So I was okay. We already are an upgrade already at 150% from last year already. So I'm okay with whatever.
Yeah, quarterback looks much better already in the first preseason than Kenny Pickett and Trubisky. Trubisky was a stone back there.
Yeah,
Kyle Allen has played many games before. I think with better O-line help, I think he was getting a bit, run around town, but it looks better.
Yep.
What about you, Shane?
All three of these guys can actually move their legs.
Yeah, much better than Trubisky.
What the hell? I mean, it's like
different.
they could throw. They can throw with. I'm impressed with some of those balls that Allen threw. I think he had better touch than Fields, but he's been playing ball a little longer than Fields. Fields was fast. He was really fast, and he looks like a monster. I mean,
he made two big plays too. He made two big plays to Najee. There was the first play was kind of broken up by the defensive line, came through real quick. Got a pass to Najee. Najee stepped inside and ran for 10 yards. He looks big and physical. And then he found the target to Pickens, who also stepped inside and found 10 yards too. So these blokes, I think, getting ready for the season. But yeah, Fields, I believe. Now, the quarterback competition, I don't think there is one out there. I think they will start. Because even if Fields is good, you start Wilson first and you let him burn. Let him burn out, then you play Fields. Why would you play Fields first, then Wilson? That makes no sense. The same reason. And even the media knows that. The media people know that. They still go with it. Think, it's quarterback competition. It's no competition. There might be them competing to a sense of like getting better. But Tomlin has told them time and time again, it's Russell Wilson starting week 1. It's going to happen. And if he's good, that's even better for us. You have a great year with Wilson. You see what happens. Fields will play some snaps. Shane did say if Wilson goes down, Fields MVP. Could be a possibility.
Not in the 4th game, though. There is no way.
Yeah. But the thing is, with Wilson, like, you play him first because he's a vet and you see what happens. You know what I mean?
But Wilson didn't even make preseason.
Yeah, not yet. But I think what happens with Yins out there, and you guys know it, the Yins out there, we see the shiny object and go, oh, my Fields is the guy.
Yep.
He played well.
Yeah,
I did like
it.
But...
Exactly. They like him because he's flashy. He's younger, but also, too, he's not a proven winner. He's great athletics, but he's not a proven winner. Wilson, 26 touchdowns last year. Look, it's already upgraded. First game, if Wilson throws 3 touchdowns against Atlanta, Fields is just second string, and that's all he will.
And it's the same offense. Get the ball to Najee and Pickens. They're doing the work for him, right? So, yeah, I think we're all on the kind of the same page. I know Shane wants Fields, and I think it was actually fun to watch him. I was excited to watch Justin Fields bounce back and go to our good organization, not the Bears, right? The Bears are a really terrible organization at the moment. But I thought that overall Fields, if I were to give him a rating out of 10, I think it was like a 6 or 7. I think he's played okay. The O-line, and I want to ask you this, Shay, did you think the O-line was pretty productive in the first team reps?
Not as much as I thought when they got the other guys in. Like, they subbed in a few of those O-linemen, and I thought you saw a nice push. And maybe because I'm a homer, but I saw Zach Frazier, doing work. And I liked seeing all those guys. Sean.
I like that.
Sean said there two fumbles. Center. Yeah. That is something that
was, I think, Herbig to Fields. It was 2 real bad snaps.
Herbig to Fields. Yeah. So they put Zach in it. You didn't see that, but Daredevil said Frazier's going to start. I've been saying that since the guys this Frazier's been drafted. But I'm happy with the O-line. I'm very happy. It's a definite upgrade. MC99 said that there were some reads that were missed. Yes, but that's across the board for Fields and Allen.
Yeah.
And I think that's just because they've been playing ball together for like two weeks, really.
Yeah, but there was some really nice passes. That pass to Scotty Miller was fantastic.
Scotty Miller was the play of the game. That was like, I got goosebumps.
That was unreal.
That made me happy. That was.
It was like right out in front as well. It was right out in front of him. Scotty Miller made a play. I don't know if I think he won a Super Bowl with Tom Brady. I think he won them with the Bucs. So he's a guy, and I'm going to ask a question for the offense in a minute, like who's going to make the cut and stuff like that. But he's a guy I think on the fringe who can make that cut. Offensive line for me, I thought it was not that impressive in terms of like the pass blocking, but the run game will get better.
Yeah, the run blocking
there were broken plays everywhere. There were broken plays, and
they weren't
Fields had to move around.
They weren't consistent.
Yeah.
But it's the first preseason game, and here's the thing, boys. I would rather see this than, oh my God, they're the next coming of this.
Like last year.
Last year we were so got a false motivational enema. I was freaking rainbows and
people were like Super Bowl after the first preseason. They're like, oh, we scored twice. Super Bowl.
We scored, I think the Steelers scored 5 TDs and 5 drives with the first offense. This one we scored 0. They're getting, working things out, and also much would have been much more vanilla too. I think there were some plays where Jones was on right tackle. He missed a few blokes, but it's going to happen. It's football. You can't win every down. But I think the way that Fields responded to it and gave the ball to Najee was awesome. And Warren, dude, what about Warren, Bubba? See him run through?
He had that nice run, but still it's going to be, like we said on our show, it's still going to be Najee. And you
100%.
You just give a little bit of.
It's nice to have that.
You want them both,
guys.
You want them both. That's why you're not trading anybody. You're having both of them. You have a 1-2 punch. You're driving the ball down the field with some consistency on that offensive line, taking 6 to 7, 8 minutes. That one drive was almost 7 minutes, and that was the second teamers drove down the field. So. I'm okay.
I got to go in my time machine for this here. Ready?
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Hey, mate. What's going on?
Coach Cower, we have enough money for maybe one and then another running back that's a little bit lame. What do you think? And nowadays, it's like.
By the way,
So, Coach Tomlin, we have we're gonna give a pair of sunglasses and some hair extensions
who's the third running back?
To get a third running back. What do you think? Just give them the sunglasses. We can get another running back for just the hair extensions. And it's like you get so many running backs for the price of running backs now is like bargain. It's a bargain. You know,
I just want to say
15 years ago, you had to spend freaking, a lot of money for running back. It's amazing.
Not anymore.
No one's ever done it on YouTube. No one's ever used a live time machine to go back in time to compare to results.
You had to go in there and see exactly what they're talking to Cower about back in the 90s. But yeah, seriously.
But it's funny.
Cower used the fullback a lot.
It's funny you blokes bring up because I always, and we saw Coletto too. I think he made some plays here and there, but they didn't really use it that much. But with the two running backs, the Yinzers just can't have two good things. They always try and compare one to the other. You're allowed to have Najee to be great how he played today. Like, you had 3 runs and he did really well and very physical. And you're allowed to have Warren play back up to that. Like, you don't need to me, why do you need to compare the players all the time? They're on the team.
It's cultural. It's a cultural thing. And I'll explain it to you, Mark. If you go to like a Christmas or a wedding and there's like a buffet there, you can't have pigs in a blanket.
No.
Okay. And stuffed peppers. The Yinzers' minds will freaking melt. And then they'll come back to and be like, you can't do that. Or have a cookie tray and a wedding cake. You can't do that. So
and then they want pierogies.
2 nice things.
And then they want different kinds of beer. They want 3 kinds of beer, not 2 kinds. They want to have 3 kinds.
Yep. I did hear you have Iron City Light and Iron City. You did fucking stuck up shit.
And then they want Miller Lite. So you're screwed.
Yeah, so I'm going to go over the stats in a minute, but I did hear about the weddings over there. Sometimes you guys put out cookies, right, instead of cakes.
Cookie trays, cookie tables.
Yeah, I did.
I had cupcakes. I had cupcakes at mine.
Yeah, is that a Pittsburgh Yinzer thing? Is it?
It's a Pittsburgh and just a little bit into Ohio, like Youngstown, Ohio, the whole way to like central Pennsylvania. It's a cookie table.
I like that much better than cake. I prefer cookies than cake.
And the cookies.
But I want to go over what Brian said here. Back to the quarterback for a minute. It said why no Plumlee tonight at quarterback. I think it's how they'll give Kyle Allen pretty much like near a whole game to play. The reps on tape. Why disrupt that when it wasn't really working anyway? Give Allen a go. Then Plumlee will be back there later. We might not even see Plumlee play. To be honest, he might just be doing quick return.
Probably not.
So
like last year, we didn't see that one they drafted and Kansas City picked them up. He didn't get one.
Oladukin, the two-time Super Bowl champion, Oladukin.
Yep.
He always reps his rings too, and I'm like, you've done nothing. I had someone argue with me a few months ago and said, no, he's a Super Bowl champion. I was like, he's done nothing. Your argument is worthless.
He got it by association. He got it because he
was standing there.
It's like a gold medal. Like you see these ping pong people, I'm a gold medalist. Or like some of these like crazy.
Now it's breakdancer. I'm the breakdancer. I got the gold medal.
I was the best popper locker, and I brought home the gold.
Like what the hell?
Just make up a sport. Jedivil says he needs a VB and some beers. Where VB's here. I'm drinking the old 4X Gold, which is a nice light lager. Nothing too crazy.
4X Gold. Do they sell that in the States?
I'm 300 pounds. I'm drinking icy light.
Yeah, nice. I'm going to have a few when I get over there. But let's go through some of the stats too on the ground because I thought the running game did okay in certain spots. Nothing to really, go crazy about. But the running game was Deshaun Edwards had 3 carries, 28 yards, 1 TD, 24 longest. That was kind of fun. Jonathan Ward had 6 carries, 26, 1 big carry for 20 yards. He fell over once, I think. Aaron Shamplin. He's got to change his name. I can't say his last name. Shamplin. He had 2 for 12 and 9. The quarterbacks ran a bit too. Michael P. Ryan had 4 for 10. He wasn't that notable. And Najee Harris had 1 big carry, I think, for 6 yards. And Jalen Warren had a pass, I think, completion. Yeah, Warren had a pickup for a 10-yard carry receiving. So overall thoughts, Shano, about the running game? Any to take home?
I'll tell you what, there was a lot of different numbers being called. So, and you saw a lot of guys getting yards, which was good. But I got 10 memberships.
Don't worry.
Fucking
Yuli's a fucking champion. Thank you, Yuli, man.
He's a beast. Memberships to Bubba.
He's a beast.
I'm definitely buying Yuli a beer or something when I get to Pittsburgh. But no, He's unbelievable. Sorry, Shane, I interrupt you, but you know what? No, we have a bit of a quick firework break for Yuli. Thank you, mate, because I got to sneeze too.
Yeah, fireworks. Here we go. Let's do it.
Yuli, go, let's go. I was going to do it back on the time machine, but I've got no brick wall behind me.
You know what? I don't have a time machine, but when you do that now, you need to make a new one where you're doing a shot. Every time someone pays you do a shot.
Yeah,
like
good.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Or you really do a shot, and then that's even better.
Well, I've been doing this one recently because I was back to the Justin Fields. I was wrong about Justin Fields. My green tick approval 100% is the Pittsburgh Steelers will not go and trade for Justin Fields. Fuck, I was wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Okay. Shano, what about thank you, Gene. What about the running game overall?
I'll tell you what, I was pleasantly surprised, but once again, you only see the ones for maybe a series. So, you're seeing guys just, is it because they really want to make the squad and they just playing with their pants on fire? So I don't pull too much from preseason games, and I don't get too excited over them. But
I thought they did okay. Like I think Harris did all right, and I think that was good to see the undrafted guy because they were talking about him in camp, Dejon Edwards. I don't know where he's from, but there was a high
Georgia
articles. Georgia. I read some stuff about him. He looked very physical running into the line. Was like, fuck, get out of my way, hitting people.
Well, you got to remember, cool. Like I said before, anybody from Alabama and Georgia, if they're a free agent, they're better than most running backs that are drafted. Because Georgia and Alabama are a powerhouse football team in college. So any running back is pretty good to make the team or just to be a great running back.
Yeah. So I think there's going to open the doors up for the third running back on the team because Cordell Patterson is running back, kickoff returner. Do you have a fullback on the team? There's some different ideas the Steelers got to move and shake around and think, okay, what's going to happen? So he put his 2 big carries a day, didn't do anything dumb, didn't anything stupid. Thank you as well for Sean Manahan as well. Thank you, Sean, mate. Yuli says trade for Jefferson because F him. Love it. Love the analysis. But while we're there, let's go into some of the receivers. Talk about the offensive line and, did that a bit as well. We'll get back to the Frazier and those guys. McCormick, what about the receivers, Bubba, that you found?
That was anything? Okay. I like Pickens because it seemed like he was in a better mood dancing. Like he didn't seem like he didn't seem like he was pissed off. He was in the rhythm.
Leadership team, yeah.
Austin got some passes today. Austin got used more than I've seen, except for that touchdown at the Raiders. They threw him the ball. He looked like he was a little bit more in the offense. Scotty Miller, what the hell are you doing? Scotty,
what is that?
What the hell is that?
Is it a microphone?
Jesus Christ.
He's muted.
He is muted. Can't hear you, Shane.
Can't take this guy anyway.
Oh, sorry. My selfie stick was poking me. I was looking for it for an hour before the show, and it just arrived. It's just like, what the hell? Sorry.
You're the most off the cuff. I thought I was off the cuff. Then there's you.
This thing. I
found it. You never know what's gonna happen with Shane. You just never know.
You don't.
You never know where he's gonna be either. The most of the podcasts I've done with he's like in Jamaica or somewhere else. He's all around America. He's like, here I am at this
West Coast. Yeah, I'm a traveling man. Not as much as I used to be, but you might find me in Plumville. Like I tease my wife, like our anniversary, we're gonna go to Plumville, which is only about 15 miles away.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah. So okay, I got married to my wife twice. You know how that works? No? Okay. So I got orders to go to Iraq. You divorced her
like after?
No. I got we're going to get married in July, and I got orders to Iraq in December. So we went December and got married, okay? And then we got married. Then we had a church wedding when I came back.
Oh, okay.
So we got married at the courthouse and then had a church wedding. So every anniversary, I'm getting to a point, so just bear with me. I say, hey, honey, I'll get you next anniversary. I never buy her anniversary gift. And I said, well, I'm going to take you to Plumville or Smithsburg for our anniversary.
You've got to be
kidding. Which is like 15 miles away. And
that's Amish country, Mark.
Yeah. One of these days I'll take her somewhere.
Is this one of those Norm Macdonald jokes where there's no joke? You just told a story?
Yeah, it's a really dumb story.
Yeah,
And it
it's
just
Norm
shows that
Macdonald. Yeah.
It shows that I'm a shitty husband. That's all.
We got big fireworks coming. Huge fireworks, both to Shane and Gene. You know Norm Macdonald. He's one of the great comedians out there. Or he's
God rest his soul.
He had such when I watched his stuff back, he played so much with the host and never gave him anything. And he started telling stories. There was sometimes no point to him. But the inside the story was funny.
The green is just popping up over here. The green is just popping
all right.
up.
Thank you to Gene. Thank you to Gene for the.
You can afford.
Here's to you, Gene.
Here's to you, a fullback. Get him a fullback.
Connor's making a team as a tight end. I don't know if they're going to keep Jack Coletto. I don't think they're they'll put him on a practice squad. Maybe.
That's a Steelers name. That's such a Steelers name.
I think we're going to see what they use him again next week in the fullback and because I think that if the tight end, I think 3 tight ends will be Frymouth, Darnell, Haywood, maybe Rodney Williams, 4, but then their fullback could be I don't know. I'm so excited. I don't know. All right,
that's either one. You could flip a quarter.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Gene, for giving out 20 gifted subs. Thank you, mate. I much appreciate that to the membership to HCU. And thank you, Yuli, as well. And before, thank you to Sean. We'll do some quick fireworks. Yeah, maybe I should change it up. I should probably get something else, like me doing a shot or something like that too. So thank you to Yuli and
lap dances.
How about Joe Manganiello from Pittsburgh doing his strip dance from Magic Mike?
You're going to get me canceled if I get that. The ladies will love it.
No, you can.
And some blokes too.
It's on YouTube.
Alrighty. So where were we? Running backs. We're good with that. Fullbacks. We're kind of good with that. So thank you, fellas, for the gift. I much appreciate that. What else can we cover really on the receivers? Tight ends. You're pretty happy with Darnell.
Sucks. Let's cover Watkins. He sucks. He should have stayed in Philadelphia, and that's a spot. Oh my God, he just left.
Yeah, Watkins does.
I said Watkins sucks. Mark left.
I think, does Mark like Watkins or something?
I don't know.
I didn't think he played that well.
I think he's going to get cut. He's terrible in his first game.
Did he muff that punt too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, and he just was not good.
So
I'm here. Sorry, I didn't blow my nose.
Oh, okay.
Did you ever see The Bachelor? Did you ever watch The Bachelor?
Yeah. I liked some of the first ones, not the other ones.
Do you think Tomlin has a rose in his mouth and hands it out to the guys that are going to make the team?
No. I don't know about a rose in his mouth, but maybe a jersey in his hand.
Hey.
You know what? Okay, can I do one side? I've always wanted to say this somewhere in some public forum. I fucking hate the Bachelor concept. I've never understood it. You know why? Because women say sometimes, they don't like cheating, all this kind of stuff. Yet they'll have like one bloke can find the love of their life, but he goes for a 24-woman roster, and she's at the very end who won, but he had his time of his life.
Yep.
If your marriage is based on walking into a room and finding out 26 ladies who all love you to be on the show and want to make out with you, and the very end you choose one lady and you're like, oh, she's loving my life, I found the Bachelor, then her reputation is pretty much he screwed around with at least 15 of them and you won.
It's like Grandma.
I hate it.
Tell us the story when Grandpa gave you chlamydia and those other 19 girls.
Yeah. You know? And it goes vice versa. Like for the blokes, like imagine being if there's a lady up there and you got to compete with 24 other blokes, you're like, oh, I definitely won, but she kissed him here and did all this.
Yeah.
And most of those reality shows are worse than pro wrestling. They're already scripted anyway.
Well, yeah, that's true. But here's, guys, I have to admit, have been times where I've like tuned in for the first episode to see either like how bad or how good they look. Like I'm like, yeah, that's a swamp dog. Oh, she's pretty. I'm like, oh, what the hell is he thinking? Who casted this?
Do you eat popcorn and you have popcorn when you're watching the show? Like, oh, she's pretty. Like, what are you doing?
But how is that like based on true love? Like that doesn't have a lot.
They want to get the money. They want sponsorship.
Yeah.
The one girl who's on The Bachelor drives around in a van now and's a YouTuber, and she talks about how lonely she is. She's been living in a van for 4 years.
Get out of the vans and go to work. That's what I say. All right, now back to your Quez thing. Yeah, he didn't play well. I think
terrible.
he didn't. Will be cut very shortly. He's got to do some things on receiver. The way he was doing punt returns, if that was in training camp.
Right there would have cut. Right there should have cut him right there. I would have cut him right there. Boom, gone.
I'm not a huge I don't know how punt returns work, but his fundamentals were off. Like he couldn't track the ball. He was backstepping. He
I'd rather
it.
see Beanie Bishop back here.
He did. Punts. Yeah, you need someone. Maybe that's why we need to give these guys a bit more credit, because you don't see until you see a bad player doing this. You go, holy smokes! He didn't put anything good on tape at all. Hashtag hate the Bachelor. Love that. That would be yeah. But I think he's got to try and bounce back next week, definitely against the Bills. And you'll see someone back there, maybe Beanie Bishop or Calvin Austin can have a chance. But they know that Calvin Austin can do it. So maybe another guy will get a chance to run it back. Scotty Miller, I think, had one go. He might even be a better chance than doing punt return than Quez. Quez is an easy hate for the moment because he fumbled, couldn't track a fair catch, nothing. All right, you fellas ready to go on to the defense?
Wherever you want to go.
Yeah, let's go. Who was one of the players? I know my guy was Peyton Wilson. Who was one of the players on defense who stood out for you, Bubba?
Watts, the rookie Watts.
Yeah, he was pretty fun.
I was talking shit yesterday.
He might make this team.
Hang on,
I'll say that he makes this team if he plays like he played tonight.
I've got that video, by the way. You guys hating him. I'll just see if I can find it. I've got him on. Remember the podcast? And no one liked him.
Why did you pick him?
I've got it.
Too big
shit.
for a cornerback unless they move to free safety. That's what we said. Yeah.
I think I have it somewhere in my
archives. It's from the draft. It's from the draft.
How do you know that we said it? What do you have it written down?
Right, because the minute you guys said it, I created a clip for it and I saved it somewhere, just in case he becomes like an all-pro player.
Well, no, I agree. That's
but it's already going to bite me in the ass because if he plays like he did today, he's making
your guys' reaction to when he got drafted was really bad. It was like, oh no,
no, because there were better corners like Beanie Bishop. I thought he's a better corner, but they moved him to free safety. They moved that kid to free safety, and we talked about that during the draft show. He's better suited to be a strong safety or free safety with his 6'3"
I think
build.
I think Beanie was fast on the ends, coming in and making pressure in the quarterback. Yeah, I mean, I think
he made some good. And then, he made some good plays.
I mean, I did see a vision of Cam Sutton in the fourth quarter. I was like, oh, there he is. Like, I thought he'd be in there a little sooner. But
what about Connor? Connor Hayward. You think he's gonna? I think he's gonna make the team.
I think he has to. If we go back to the fullback, I think he's going to be I think fullback.
He's making a team because he can play two positions.
It's such a discussion because will the Steelers implement a true fullback? Will they use Jack Coletto in that sense, or will they go and get someone else? I don't know. That's the one is going to be, you either take on, I think, 4 tight ends and you have Connor Hayward with 3 tight ends. That might work. Or you have Connor Hayward being a tight end and you have a fullback being 4.
You put me, in my personal opinion, I put Connor as a tight end, but you can also use him as a fullback, but you have Jack as a fullback because he's your typical fullback because he looks like he could block and bust open it for Najee or Jalen. Just my opinion.
Yeah, so I think that's one we got to kind of cover. But he's making a good point about Watts because he played free safety pretty well, almost got a pick.
If you'd have got that pick, he would have made the team. There we go. Yeah. And then
well, you're still versing, I think, the number 3 or 4, team. But in that sense, it's
that's right.
It's compatible between 2 skill levels. Who else stood out to you, Shane? Too, if I can try and find this clip.
I would have to say I was really surprised with 37. Who was 37?
Elliott.
Yeah.
Yeah, Elliott. I think he was on the team last year. He was like a middle linebacker.
He looked
Gene,
sharp.
you crazy.
He looked sharp. Gene's killing it.
Gene's unbelievable.
Gene's like the Oprah of Steelers Nation Australia. You get a membership. You get a membership. This is Mark's favorite things episode.
And everyone check under your chairs. Oh, yeah. You get a car. It's like no one actually liked Oprah. They just went to a show because they wanted free stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, she's not very, and I don't even know what she's doing now.
Yeah, but no, I think my defense. We're probably going to. It's got to be a bit of a debate here. I don't know, but my guy today was Peyton Wilson. I thought he showed up very physical and made tackles. Now, yes, he did miss a few tackles, but I thought he
Sure.
played. That
He's fast.
level.
He's very fast.
Yeah,
They
He
need
doesn't
that.
have
he
that
showed up.
ACL slowing him down.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that shouldn't really get in the way too much because you've been with that for a while. But you know what also showed up too was Montravius Adams. He's a guy who's going to be cut as well.
He's on the frame.
I know, but he gives you that flash. He got to put his paw up there. He got a sack.
Well, he's got experience, so he's added to that depth of that weak defensive line.
Mm.
Loudermilk didn't show me shit.
Not much.
Yeah, so he's barely going to make the
Loudermilk
team.
Is not going to make it.
I want to see Brandon Finoco. I want to see him. I
didn't know he was on the team. I didn't see him very much. I'm going to watch it again because I also was talking to the chat when you guys were doing the podcast too. I didn't really see Corey Trice until I said his name. Then he made a tackle.
Oh yeah, so I was high-fiving myself. I was like,
we're
that was great.
about that. I like Trice.
He could be a bloke though. I think on maybe because he's pretty tall and lanky, pretty physical as well. I was really impressed too with DeMarvin Leal because the big news was too that Marcus Golden, we signed him last week and then he got cut because he's retired. So it's just how crazy how fast the NFL moves, and we can
wait. What?
Yeah,
they know that
they got Golden and then he retired. He said, something came up with a physical, or he got hurt or hurt feelings, but he just decided to hang up his cleats.
I didn't see any of that. What the fuck?
Something must have come up, I think, either with his health or family or something, because he was so keen to be here the next minute he's not here. And that's when I think
he was in the third depth. He was a third linebacker.
Who's
depth chart?
Shimokabu, or whatever that kid's name is. Who the hell was that guy?
Defense or offense?
I can't remember, but he had a funny ass name.
I'm gonna have
to. Let me look.
There's a bloke called Sokol, the tight end. There's a bloke called Shamplin.
There's 8 tight ends. There's so many tight ends that you can't even shake a stick at.
Yeah, but no, so in the news today via Marcus Golden was cut. He retired for health reasons or personal reasons, whatever it may be. But I think he was excited to be on the team, and I can't remember the reason why he was there. Somebody else got injured too the other day. Then he filled in. But then Nick Herbig was going to be.
What is that? We're not crying.
Yeah, this is what you do. You just block them.
Is this one of those?
I don't think we're crying. I don't block them.
No, anyone like that, you give them no attention. You just go see ya. You can then you know what
see
you do?
ya.
You come with some more manners. That's what you do. But what was I saying? Yeah, so with and all caps is like you're shouting. It's funny like that too sometimes because it's like, are we just meant to be here and be all positive and Rambos, which we have been anyway, and you can't have any conversation. But no, I think with Golden, because he retired, and then Nick Herbig would be 3, now they got to try and find the 4.
Well, Marcus Robinson, he didn't impress me at all. And he was the third inside linebacker. He was everywhere but anywhere.
I'm reading that was one I was thinking. This bloke, I think, might be cut this year.
Jeremy Moon had a half decent game.
He did. He looked good.
Yeah. So there's so many different avenues we can go because in that 4th outside linebacker rotation, Jeremy Moon or DeMarvin Leal was stepping up. He's apparently moving to that side outside linebacker. But the Mike Robinson inside linebacker didn't really do too many favors versus he's getting one-on-one cuts and just seemed to be everywhere like he was on ice skates. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Where else do we want to go with the defense? Did any other players really stand out?
It's also
man, it's so hard because we don't know all the faces and names yet. Like we're still learning the numbers, and we're like, oh, who is that? And by the time we look and figure out who it is, next play's going. Over. And then what did 99 NSMC 99 say? Beanie Bishop didn't have a great showing. I think you'll find it's true. He was physical. He made tackles. I mean, he didn't shit the bed.
He put pressure on the quarterback coming out from the outside on that one play.
Yeah, he looked all right.
I feel Moon did good, like you said with Wilson. Watt, the guy that we shit on and showed up today. He played good. I mean, a lot of the starters that we know are sitting on the sidelines today. So these are guys that are going to be second string or just making a team. And I'm okay with what I saw because it was preseason. I'm not expecting anything like I did last year. Like, oh yeah, woohoo! No, nope. I'm just going in with a bland. My food is very bland. I don't have any hot sauce on it right now, so that's how I'm going to go.
The thing I find funny too is like, I think there are some position battles with the outside linebacker, maybe some, linebacker depth. We still don't know their health overall with Cole Holcomb. I think that's interesting. I think he really hurt his leg, so he probably won't be playing this preseason. I think he might actually be a cut, unfortunately, because he's just not healthy at the moment.
They could put him on injured reserve, I think.
Yeah, and that sucks for his career, man. I think people sometimes, not everyone, but sometimes people forget about the actual health of the player and that kind of stuff too. That's unfortunate, but we saw Atlanta Roberts in there play middle linebacker. Queen was out. I was a huge fan of what Wilson was doing physicality wise. But here's one thing I want to bring up, right? What are your thoughts about this? Yuli, you're crazy. What are your thoughts about
God bless you.
The third down, right? Third down and 17. We just can't stop them. Do you guys like? I watch football, but I don't know all the terminology. I don't know like all the certain things. Are we playing too far off? Like zone coverage? Are we playing too far off and letting him get yards?
Yeah.
Like what is happening? What's the mentality?
Well, and they also take TJ Watt out in the regular season games because in third down he's on the sidelines. He needs to be.
A lot of those plays. What happened is that you had a seasoned quarterback step into the middle and pass. The pocket's collapsing and it looked like they had good coverage. It's just, and they are playing back farther when they're 7. You're supposed to give them 17 yards from like 10, 12 yards up. You're giving them that, but they're catching the ball at the 10, the 12 yard, mark
and running 5, 6, 7 yards,
and they're missing tackles. So
where's the pursuit? Where's the overall? Where's like the receiver screen? Like try and figure that out and get it done.
You got to think of this. They've been practicing. A lot of these kids that are rookies have been practicing in preseason, not full go. Okay, and they're not used to the NFL speed. That's what my thoughts are. They're not quite, and they're like, oh, and as soon as it's just going to take them a minute.
That first touchdown drive that the Texans, that was ridiculous.
Yep, that was a
30-yard pass. It was just thinking, they weren't paying attention,
they're half a step behind, and it's just their mind has to catch up, and then they'll play faster, as the season goes on. I'm not.
I guess we haven't got the starters out there as well. Good day, JJ52 in the house too, and thank you, Yuli and Gene. I can't even keep up how many times you give that.
He's insane. I'm just drinking it. I'm drinking. You know what, Yuli? Every time you donate, I'm taking a drink.
I really do appreciate that. The green. I think as well, Shano, and shout out to your channel too, W. These are nuts. Honest to goodness, I cannot keep up. I owe Gene a beer and a half or something, and I owe you a beer and a half or something. JJ52 with his green. I'm pretty sure that's him. That's actually him in the picture.
That's awesome.
And shout out to your channel too, WVU Mountain Mafia. And also give a shout out to you guys too from Steelers Dynasty Podcast.
Hats are coming. You guys are coming next week.
Guys
are coming.
You guys are doing the exact
5 members now. 5 people have subscribed.
Yeah, but you guys are doing the right thing.
Well, I listen to you, and then like I said, regular season. By the time regular season hits, 150, and then by the 4th game of the season, 175, whatever it takes.
Yep.
But you guys are doing the exact right thing. Is keep talking football, having a good time, being yourself.
I can't wait till the big Christmas party. God damn it!
Yeah, we're gonna do something. We're gonna do something for the 21st versus the Ravens. But yeah, like I think overall, like this defense, there were some standouts. I think that Leal stood out and made his.
He needs to because he had an off last year. It was not his. He needs to because
he put his hand up for sure.
That defensive line is the weak link to me. That's I just need to need to step up.
Getting hurt like that, you got to think.
Yeah, what happened to Benton, Shane? What happened there?
His eye.
I still poked in the eye.
In the first few reps, so he would have been out for two series. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you one thing, fellas. I'm kind of glad we lost though, because I saw a tweet from Noah, the All Steelers guy. We had 6 in a row, so it's kind of good we lose one. I think to get to hang on.
Hold on.
Calm down.
Gene.
How many members? I don't know if there's that many people in the live chat for him. Okay, we're going to
tell you what. All
So
the
how does that
Australian.
work? Do you just give membership
Anybody
to
that
trained
drinks,
people?
anybody that's got green over here, I'm taking a goddamn squig. So there you go. If I gotta
Thank
go get
you.
more beer,
This
I
is
will.
the same bloke that gave me this that I'm gonna beat
Yeah,
Christian
the paddle.
46.
He gave you the paddle, the Kunst
Yeah,
paddle.
thank you, mate. Gene's awesome. I'm definitely having a beer
Now,
with Gene when I go over there.
this is off topic, but I was wondering: do you ever bring in girls over and they think that thing is for them? The Kunst paddle.
Lee!
What, this?
Yeah,
What? Oh, imagine if she's like, oh, it's got my name on it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, nice.
Bad joke.
Yeah.
Bad joke. That's a really bad joke.
I
Okay,
get it, but
fireworks.
I'm trying not to.
Oh,
Get
I'm
banned off
cancelled.
YouTube.
All right, cancel me.
Cody says I'm thinking this channel's in front for black market operations.
I've thought about that. It's one way to do it. Is it not?
Well, you need money to get over here, so this is how you're doing it. So
no, well, not without saying the names because YouTube will probably report me. But like, couldn't you sell some things and pay that way?
Sure.
I think so.
Broken sunglasses.
Just saying. Alrighty, okay, fellas, let's start to wrap up shortly because I got to go to the pub. I do appreciate all the gifted.
I gotta go to the pub.
memberships.
You got to go to
Yeah,
the
I'm going to the
pub.
pub.
Oh, at the Beehive.
Yeah.
I've been to the Beehive. I've been kicked out of the.
Is that the name of your pub?
All right,
For
hang
real?
on, hang on.
Wait,
No,
time out.
no. That's
Is this Sean?
That's-
Is he from Pittsburgh? Tell me he's from Pittsburgh.
I
Sean's
think
from
so.
Pittsburgh.
I think Sean's around that area.
Yeah. Sean, are you from Western Pennsylvania? The old
That's
Beehive
been
on
out-
22.
22.
I've been thrown out of there.
Yeah, it's a strip joint, right?
It was not anymore. I've been
Oh
thrown
my
out
gosh,
of there.
it's like coming to stage is Flapjacks and
Yeah, well, no, they didn't have any music, so Robbie Mears went out and got a jukebox, and we played music for the dancers right after the Steeler game.
Yeah.
Oh, Yuli!
That's great.
He's insane. He's actually insane.
Yeah.
Gene's I got a feeling that Pittsburgh's on Super Bowl. You know what? I was gonna start to end the show, but let's do about 15 more minutes to kind of calm down.
Last
Okay.
week, me and you were up till 3:00 in the morning. Eastern
I know,
Standard
but
Time. I know.
It was
I
kind of
know.
funny too because last week it was like, last time we did it, someone comes in, I'm like, oh, there's a new guy here. What's going on? You know, it's like you try to close the bar up, and someone's like, can I order 50?
Let's
50
go.
Jack Daniels?
Oh, yeah. Hey, can I get a sandwich to go? Yeah.
I just
Man.
cleaned the grill.
Hey, this is the first
Yeah.
time I drank on a podcast since the Steelers played Kansas City and TJ Watt scored that touchdown. This is the
Oh,
first
boy.
time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's a question. Wait, Back to the Future?
I had to go back to time machine for when Bubba
Uh,
used to drink and watch Steelers football.
Oh man, my Facebook lives were crazy.
Is it the last time? When's the last time you had a beer, Bubba?
A couple months. But the last time I got on a podcast or mine or anybody's was a time the Steelers played Kansas City when TJ Watt scored that touchdown in the first quarter, and I drank a whole bottle of Captain Morgan.
Yeah, right.
That's not.
Yeah.
Are you like a okay? No, the question I was going to ask was from that time last time right now. How's it feeling different? Of course, it was crazy with Watt, right? But are you pretty keen about what you've seen today for the season?
I'm okay because I like this offense because they're going to run it down people's throats, and it looks like the receivers are getting into the routes, and we're already upgraded in quarterback. So I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay. I mean, there's going to be a couple hiccups. There's going to be a couple. Yuli, there's going to be a couple hiccups.
Cautiously
Am I doing it
optimistic.
too? I'll do it as well. Sugar.
Cautiously optimistic because last year I'm like, oh, the defense is good, but can they score points? This year, I think they can score points. Can the defense keep the points under 23, 21? You know,
Gee.
that's my thought process.
You're gonna get okay.
But also, too, if the Steelers start off early and win those early games, when they get to that hard part of the season, if we go 4-4 or 5-3, we're in. We upset Kansas City or upset Philadelphia, we're in the playoffs.
Do you want to see Bubba get effed up?
He's
I'll
already
drink.
there.
No, I'm
He's
good.
a little bit
man.
there.
Yeah.
He's already.
I'm not. I got 4 cases
Okay,
of beer
hold on.
down.
How was your
Like,
podcast going back and forth? Were you guys calling the game? Like This is why I find this stuff so fun. It's so much fun.
Well, we were trying, but I was like a minute behind Shane, and Shane already didn't play.
I'd be like, I'd have like Steelers Tourette's and be like, first down. Oh shit. You know, and
then I didn't care.
What happened? Ah.
Do you know what was good? Okay. It was good not having the Brand Ayuk talk for a bit.
I
think I'm done with it now. I think if
my 91% has dropped down to 32.
Yeah, I think if it happens, it happens. Like, I'm gonna just talk about the team now. I think I'm just all about the team.
I don't care.
It's like, why do you want rid of them so bad at this point? Defense will outshine the offense. Jerry's saying.
Yeah. G'day, Jerry. What's going on?
Okay, I don't care. I think some of these guys give the spot to a Scotty Miller or get some other receiver. But
I was saying that from the start as well. I think you guys were too. Like the receivers were there. They would kind of fill the roles. And Van Jefferson played really good football, getting that one pass, and also the catch should have been a catch. But I think this whole Ayuk drama took over about 4 or 5 days again because it was the third time it came up. And yeah, I'm more about the team now. Let me ask you.
You said Vance was a catch. Did you want Tomlin to throw the little flag?
I did. But if his logic was, it's only preseason, don't worry about it, then I'm fine with it.
But also too, it's preseason, so in those plays, he's got to try to, if it's there, at least try to get his ratio up.
If he doesn't, if his logic was, well, I didn't want to do it because I didn't know, then Tomlin, he does that kind of, that's one thing against Tomlin. That's not the best. I think he's definitely. But the refs, that was in by a mile. The refs
were calling a lot of holdings today. They were throwing a lot of flags.
There was a lot of holdings.
I got to get a beer. Yes.
Yeah. Bubba's getting another one. J Quest says here we didn't see the fullback playbook so hard to tell what time actually looked like.
Well, they're just wanting to see reps. They want to see reps.
You do what you.
He has a cooler in his room.
I have a cooler right here.
You do what I do. You do what I do.
Yeah, I got a cooler. Yeah, I got half a. Yeah, I got 4 cases of beer downstairs, and I got 50 bottles of booze.
We're gonna have the best time when I get over there. Have your sherbets. Have a great time. I love that. He's just got like a whole bag of the way I do.
Yeah, I got a Steeler cooler. It's a Steeler cooler.
Yeah, isn't it crazy how crazy Steeler fans we are? We're just nuts. All we do is talk football. I just talk football all my life.
I've been talking Steelers football all day. They were talking to me at work, and tickets were going for $10. $10 today because it was supposed to rain during the game, and tickets were going on sale.
Back to town by Bubba is flooding really bad right now.
Over the hill, man. It's like 6 feet, 7 feet. Cars are fucking submerged. Yeah, crazy.
Alrighty. All right, fellas. I keep trying to end it, but it's just so much fun. I like the fact that we're just all having a go, having a time. Because okay, let's talk about some negatives. Any real negatives, Shano, that you've seen?
Well, once again, it's preseason football, and I think it's sometimes a little bit painful to watch.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the third quarter can be like that. Yeah.
Like, let's watch it. It just. Because some of these guys aren't going to be on the squad. Like, okay, after the second quarter, half these guys are just going to be packing.
Well, that's why it's not as thrilling. If it was a regular season game in the fourth quarter, we're down by 8. We're all. I mean, Mark's probably pacing. I'm up out of my goddamn couch pacing.
Oh yeah.
Like we got to get something going on.
Well, so do you make more money? Would you make more money if you just added another game and cut 2 preseason games and just have them do
you can't cut preseason though. You need it. You need it.
They don't do it in college.
They need to practice. They need to have these players actually have some. They just can't bring these rookies in. And how are they going to have an opportunity to be in the NFL if they don't have any preseason games under their belt?
You're just going to have to do like scrimmages, like bring it like
scrimmages.
Like they have those practices where they bring in like the Green Bay Packers and
scrimmages. What the? No,
they got to show.
There's fights. There's fights though between two teams already. I think you're already fighting. There was fights with the Giants and Lions, that kind of stuff. And then one of the blokes out there threw a helmet at someone the other day. I don't know. I think you need preseason games, and Sean always talks about it as well. Sean Manahan. I think you need 3 or 4 to see the young blokes like Ryan Watts, like the linebackers, kind of guys.
I just can't get into it. I don't know. It's like
I wish it meant something. I wish there was like some goal out of if you. Thank you, Gene. I wish there was some.
Yoli!
I wish there was some goal out of it though. You know what I mean? Like maybe if you did something where if you won in preseason, you got back, I don't know, a draw. I don't know, something. Maybe you could
But back in the day when the preseason meant something, people were getting roster spots that actually deserved it because you actually seen it. And now they can go and work towards other teams to make that position. I think
very true.
I think the 17 games is too much because the NFL is just wanting to. The NFL is going to have 20 games. We're going to be playing the March.
They're going to move.
John, I mean, it's going to be 20 games.
Why did he turn yellow? Why is Sean yellow now instead of?
I don't know, but Yuli. I don't know.
That's the black and gold. I don't know. What was I saying? No, they're going to go towards 18, definitely.
But then 18, then you're going to go 19, and all of a sudden you're going to go 20, 21. We'll be playing football. Yeah, you got to have preseason, Shane. You have to.
Yeah, I know. I just, as a fan, it's just like you saw.
I love football, but it's too much. It's too much football, though.
You know, when have you looked, other than a Pitt game, a Pitt Panther game, when have you looked at Acrisure Stadium, Heinz Field, and you've seen all those gold seats empty?
Well,
yeah, that was half was empty.
And Guns N' Roses
is very cheap too.
Guns N' Roses, man, I saw it, man. I got moved down to the club.
Yuli, I'm like,
holy shit,
Yuli, you don't have to, bro.
No, you don't have to. I'm drinking anyway, Yuli, but I'll drink for you.
Like if you're getting held by gunpoint, if Shane went back in time and he's gunpoint to your head, so you got
he's got a Tommy gun. He's got a Tommy gun.
Like, you got to hack to something, and same with Gene, man. You guys are fantastic.
Wow.
You guys have been rocking me for so long. I really do.
Hopefully, you guys come to the Christmas party.
They're gonna see. I have to wear gold shoes at the Christmas party. I think.
Oh man, you're coming with some bling. You're like, hey,
I have to wear a big. Oh my!
Well, I went back in time and I got my hair. I went back in time and got my hair, man.
Oh my god! Oh my god! This is too. I tell you what. This is the best.
Oh.
You could have a bad day. You could have whatever. I could hit a fucking tree, but coming and doing Steeler podcasts or something.
It's so much fun.
Man.
You never know what's gonna happen.
What? I don't get it.
Who are you being today? Who are we speaking with in the top right hand corner? Who are you?
This is Shane, circa 1990. So
you look like somebody from Wayne's World.
Yeah,
Gene!
Oh, we should get Big B on the show. Yeah, Big B. If you want to come on the show, jump in. I'll send you an email. Give me your email somehow. Steelers Almighty. You guys heard of Steelers Almighty?
Mm-hmm.
No.
He's killing it. He's on YouTube as well. Thank you, mate. I just saw you had a show as well. What up, fellas? Hill's going on here. I don't know, dude. We're having a good time. Thank you, Rod, as well, for being a member for 18 months. Okay, that's a good question. Great question. Great segue to some football talk. Shano from the past, or wherever you're from, and I don't know where you're from. What about Troy Fautanu? Are you worried about number one pick? I'm not worried just yet. I'm
I'll
okay.
tell you what, I haven't seen anything to make me discouraged. I think he's, but then again, I'm not an offensive line coach. I'm not looking at footwork. I'm not looking at that step. And, I'm just, it doesn't look like the quarterback got hammered. But I dig him.
He'll be okay.
He'll be okay. He's going to make
What's the reason why you're wearing this wig again? I can't remember why.
Why? Because I used to have hair. Now I'm bald.
Okay.
I went back in time and got my hair back.
I'm thinking about cutting my hair.
You used to be Punxsutawney something like. What are you?
Punxsutawney Pete's coming out of the woodwork.
Yeah,
now.
Punxsutawney Pete.
Punxsutawney Pete.
Oh, he's gone.
Punxsutawney Pete.
Damn. Isn't that like used to be the character? Was
Punxsutawney Pete has Pit Viper sunglasses and a.
Somebody thought that was an actual person.
Yeah.
Somebody on my blog is like, they messaged me.
When I took it all off, they're like, "What? That's you?
Pete, is that guy? Man, something's wrong with him or something." I'm like, "Oh my god!" I go, "That's Shane." I go, "You didn't know it was Shane?" I'm like, I was like, "Whatever."
All right, I'm gonna pass the buck to everyone in the live chat. send some questions away. What you want to talk about in the chat for the next 10 hours. We're not stopping. Apparently, I've got to go to a pub soon in 2 hours. But
what time does the pub close over there?
10.
I'm
I'm meeting my mates for drinks. I'm meeting my staff mates for drinks downtown.
What time is it now over there?
1 p.m.
in the afternoon.
So when do the bars close over there?
Oh, like they close like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, I was
like
scared. I was like, wow, 10 o'clock.
I got plenty of time. So any questions in the chat? I think today it's been like there's a lot to work on, isn't there? Really, from the offensive line, from different things and receivers and punt return. It's wasn't as sexy as last year, but that's kind of good. I think
execution and consistency.
Penalties too. What about the flags? There was Kyle Allen did a false start. There was holding plays. There was that kind of stuff too. I think there's a lot to work on for this team.
Beanie Bishop.
I know my answer. Go
ahead.
What about you? Would it be Shano? Oh, you want mine? Cam Johnston. They wouldn't show it. The fucking NFL wouldn't show it. The losers.
Yep.
They wouldn't show it. They're bitches.
They wouldn't show it on replay.
I don't like how they do that. You see a big hit, and now they won't actually show the replay of getting a guy knocked out because they're so soft.
Oh, that's terrible.
I mean?
Gene, that's terrible.
Gene,
I'm going to say Trice. I'm going to say Corey Trice because he wrapped up, and I like that. So that would be my big hit, best hit.
So
Sean
Gene,
says, "What's?" Oh, you
go ahead. Yeah, Gene, Punksy Pete was scared of Amish, so he moved from he moved out of Punxsutawney. And wears pit vipers, lives with his grandma, and
he doesn't have good internet, and his cell phones is terrible.
He has to take his grandma's phone to use her hotspot.
What's the go with this friggin'? Is it a badger? What is it? What is it? A groundhog? What is it? What's going on?
It's a groundhog.
So what? I don't understand what it means. So you live in an area. If it walks out of its home and then winter's over.
So they have this stump in Punxsutawney, and the groundhog lives in the library.
Yeah.
So he works part-time checking out videos.
I don't know what yellow means, but hey.
But so no, the groundhog, they if he sees his shadow, it's 6 more weeks till spring, and if he doesn't see
how did you know that? The whole shadow debate, how did you know that?
They have a guy that speaks groundhog there, dumbass.
It's like The Bachelor. That's what it is. It's like The Bachelor.
Is he just coming out? Like, is he just coming out of the take a piss? Like, what's he doing?
They grab him and they show him like Lion King. You know what I mean? They put him up in front of everybody. Yeah.
But, okay, does he live in that stump the whole time, the groundhog?
No, he lives in the library. They just stick him in there for like a day, and he's like, "What the fuck am I doing in here?"
Why would he? So that the people choose when he's going to walk out.
February 2nd. February 2nd.
It's a day, and they're called
February
the inner circle.
Technically, the groundhog doesn't choose the day. Different year, different day.
It's the same every year.
It's like man-made. It's like a man-made.
Yep.
Well, that makes no sense. What's the point in that?
Americans are freaking stupid.
Yeah.
So they made a day to say there's 6 weeks till winter's over. They put him in the library and then chuck him in a stump.
Yep.
I thought he lived in a stump.
It's a big giant entertainment. And then when Bill Murray did his movie, 50,000 people went to Gobbler's Knob, and it was just chaotic.
I went there we had a friend standing by the fire. It was so cold.
Yeah, I've been there. I passed out.
Melted. Yeah, it was wild.
I love the movie. I love the movie though. I think the movie.
Well, Bill Murray's is an icon.
That's a great movie.
Do you want to go see that town? We could take you. It's right where me.
Yeah, how far is it?
It's only half hour from my house.
Is there like movie shit there that I can see where I can walk around the same?
Just like it. Yeah,
you can walk around. But they filmed it in Chicago.
Well, they filmed
so it's not the same.
In Punxsutawney because they filmed. We went down there and skipped school.
Hello, Shane.
He's gone. He's
broke.
Back to the Future.
Time machine broke. Oh my God, that is a picture.
Hang on.
That's a picture. You got to take a snap. Yeah. Oh shit.
Wait a minute. If I do.
Oh, that's good.
Welcome back to the show. This is Shane here from WVE Mountaineer Mafia Radio speaking right now. Welcome to the show, guys. Make sure you hit that like and
He's lost in time. He's like Kang the Conqueror.
Back to the future with Shane. We're terrible friends. We're bad people. We are bad friends. We are bad friends.
He still froze.
I know.
He's chilling. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. He'll be back on, I guarantee it.
All right. Okay, where are you now?
There he is.
My computer restarted. Look, it's
my God.
Fuck you, you're done for the day, bitch.
Oh, well, you're frozen in time, and the meme is going to be awesome.
All right, let's answer some of these questions. I got some questions
tons of them.
from. Okay. Let's start with this. Not really a question, but Jake Snake is better than Hulk Hogan.
Well, Jake the Snake is better at promos, and Jake the Snake is actually very, very smart.
Yeah, he's smarter than Hulk Hogan.
He's smarter than Hulk Hogan. He's the best mind in the business, and he can cut a great promo. And when you get DDT'd by Jake the Snake, it's very quick, because I actually got DDT'd by him, and
you wrestled Jake, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Yep.
Is he? No offense, but I don't know. Is he still with us? Is he still around?
No, he's still alive. He's still alive. Yeah, he has he actually has a podcast.
Yeah, nice.
The Snake Pit. Yeah. So actually, he is legitly 6'7". He's a big mama jummer.
Yeah. He always reminded me of, like, I guess a bit of the villain in WWE, right? Everyone loved Hogan. He was that guy.
He was a good guy. But when I wrestled him, he was high on crack. So, I mean, hey, it happens.
Was he a nice bloke, like a nice person, though, like a cool bloke?
Yeah. Well, what happened was I gave an elbow to him, and he's like, "Hey, you hurt me." So he took his took his boot off and smacked me in the head. And then,
jeez.
Yeah. And then he got arrested in Punxsutawney, where the groundhog is, because he was under the influence of narcotics or drugs. He is actually now reformed. And he's doing good, but at that time he was a little bit turbulent.
Yeah.
But when you got a DDT for him, it was quick. He tapped you on the back, you were down. It was that quick.
It's so cool that like I wouldn't think I had a podcast 4 years ago. Now I'm talking to Bubba, who's a wrestler who wrestled Jake the Snake. You know what I mean? I think it's kind of cool in that element.
Well, I never thought I'd have a podcast and talk to a guy in Australia.
Good call.
Yeah, I mean, networking in the community. Yeah, I mean,
and I never thought I'd have a podcast with Bubba, who sold me a condom in 1991 for $5.
Is that true?
At a basketball party.
Yeah,
is that true?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
$5 to get into my party.
So wait, that story's true, but you just wanted to say you didn't have a podcast, basically. You know what I mean? You want to tell the story, and
we told the story.
We told the story.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah,
I love that.
And Bubba was like, "Oh yeah, I do remember that." So
for $1,
Bubba used to have these gas well parties, and what a gas well is, it's just a road that goes to like a top of a hill where the woods are cleared, and then there's a well there. Well, you can park maybe 50 cars there.
Oh, we probably parked probably 75, 65 cars.
So you have all these kids up there. You have about 220 kids up there.
This is 1988.
Drinking and carrying on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this was like 91 when I went up there.
It was $3 to get in and $5 to socialize.
Yeah.
Oh, Mark left me. Uh-oh.
So that's what we did. So that was a gaswell party, and I, met someone and needed some help.
It was $5 for
needed some help. And
$5 for ski mask when you're running to rob the bank. That's what it was. $5.
All righty. Another question here we have from Yuli says, "What is a quadratic formula?" Fucking no idea.
It is something for nuclear physicists that they actually put in water that combines nuclear chemists. Right. I have no fucking idea. I have no idea, but it sounded good.
JJ52 says, if you're driving 60 kilometers an hour, how long would it take you to drive from Sydney to Pittsburgh? Fucking years? I don't know.
Probably 7 weeks.
It's a long time to drive.
Yeah.
I guess
how can you drive across the ocean? That'd be a good one too.
Well, I took one of the bridges over from New Orleans to Texas or something. That big bridge. It's like 35 miles. It's crazy. Mm-hmm. Let me get some other. Okay, what TD says? What do you think about Arthur's? I think it's better. I like the play action pass. The play action pass. There was 2 times. It was Jefferson and Scotty Miller. The same kind of play. I think it's better.
And both big plays, both first downs. Yeah. Happy.
Yeah. What about you, Shane? You like the idea around this scheme so far? 3 tight ends
Well,
sometimes.
it doesn't have Matt Canada just wanted to put people in motion just to put them in motion.
Yeah, it made no sense.
Like
Yuli,
it's like lining up the wide receivers going.
Yeah,
You can't see me.
There was 0 point to do that. John Cena. That was you going Back to the Future. All right, JJ52 says, if A squared plus B squared equals C squared, why is the sky blue? Anyone?
Oh, man. Because
The answer is
green.
6.
The grass is green.
6. Hampton says, more involvement? Yeah, maybe, but it depends on who was out there, really. I was
you're going to see that, but like was said earlier, this is just to see who's going to make the team. This isn't like let's figure out some plays. They know what they're going to run.
Freiermuth, Washington, double tights. Tights.
And they had Pruitt in there too as a third tight end as well.
They did, and then Connor. They had Connor as a fullback and as a tight end. So,
Sean says, if you ride him with Yuli's car to Philly, how many times will your life flash before your eyes? Maybe once or twice.
Probably none, because I'm going to say, I don't know. Is he pretty fast behind the wheel, or is he responsible?
No.
It was I don't know. There was one time we was in Discord. He was driving around the Discord. He was showing us where to go in Philadelphia. So,
oh, that's pretty cool.
Philly's a crazy place.
I went
and took the FBI test in Philadelphia.
I went to the ECW arena in Philadelphia. I thought I was going to get killed.
I went to the Liberty Bell.
Yeah,
that's all I did with me and Dad. JJ52 says, if you could be a dingo for a day, what would you do? Bubba, what would you do for your dingo?
I would bite everybody I hated.
Yeah, cool. Shana, what would you do if you were dingo for a day? Dingo Shane.
Maybe in the morning do a little bit of licking, and in the afternoon some scratching, and then maybe at nighttime some sniffing. And if I'm lucky, finish it off with some humping.
Sniffing, living, and scratching. Great question, by the way. What's the meaning of life? That's
for crying out loud.
Well, we have to answer that?
Yeah, if you can. But
no.
You can.
Okay. Well, my life is very, very good, but you know what? I want to see one more before I go to the greener pastures of the world. Is see one more. I want to see one more Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. I've seen in the 70s when we beat the Rams, because I'm old, but I would like to see, and I remember when we beat Seattle, I gave out cases and cases of champagne at the bar I worked at, and then beating the Cardinals. So I like to see one more and just be successful in what I'm doing with this and doing whatever. So
I'd say it's like, I've been thinking this up for a while. I'd say it's this. This is
I don't know. Going to a bluegrass festival and watching Amish leg wrestle, that's pretty high up there, guys. I've seen that.
Is that true?
That's right up there with calling in indirect fire.
They don't leg wrestle. They don't. No. They probably do wrestle. They probably do wrestle.
Smoking pot and leg wrestling, man.
And the Amish could put a roof on a fucking house in like 3 hours.
Why do we speak about the Amish so much? It's like,
I don't know.
Because they're magical.
They're workaholics.
Pepper says, how many times will Yuli circle his neighbor to find a spot and then get his winner smash? Ooh, I'd say 3.5 times.
I hope that doesn't happen to him.
Gene says, is chocolate really better with vanilla? No.
Are we talking ice cream? Are we talking ice cream, or what are we talking?
Yeah, I like them separate.
We talking icing on cakes, or we talking ice cream?
I don't know. Thank you, Yuli, made it again for the $2. Much appreciated.
Yuli!
God damn. Rod says Hogan is scum. He did that's crazy to know that.
Well, Rod, he didn't know he was getting videotaped, and I think it was all set up by everybody. I mean, I'm a Piper fan. Roddy Piper was the shit. But Hogan, him and Vince made Hulkamania and WrestleMania #1. If it wasn't for that, there wouldn't be WWE probably.
Yuli says 3 first rounds for AU. Oh,
no
way.
No
fucking way.
Nope.
That's
you know what? We're done. It dropped down from 92 to 37 to fucking -0.2.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to see what happens.
I don't even care. I don't even care if he's a Steeler now. I know I've been drinking some ice.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun with Scotty Miller, Jefferson, so those kind of blokes making plays.
I don't want them now.
Yeah.
It's too much bullshit now.
And then we have, thank you for checking out, Steelers Dynasty podcast
Thank
as well.
you,
Correct. You guys are speaking Japanese. You guys are crazy. This is one of the most craziest.
What did I come back to?
Memories.
And he still has the condom. Yes, Rod, I do.
It's wow, and it probably still works.
Actually, it has a social security number.
I don't even know what does a condom cost now. Probably $35. I don't even know what
inflation.
Yeah.
Sean says, "Would you rather have Ayuk or AB?" Ooh,
AB.
Psycho AB.
I would say AB in his prime, not AB.
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 I am not. Okay, this was real quick. Nah, go on. Not saying. Not look at that. Answer that question. Okay, coming down more. Jay Quest says, "How did our defense allow?" Don't know. I think they'll get better over time. I think there's, like what Bubba said, the defensive line will. You got to show something. I think.
Yeah.
You know.
Putting Watt in there and Benton and getting having someone in there that actually has reps. Other than
I seen the Steelers defense has moved up to like 3 in some kind of polls the other day, so they moved up to 3.
They probably dropped 5 down after this.
This doesn't. This don't count.
I think there'll be the D-line depth is not the best, but there was certain individual performances by Leal and Travis Adams that can pick us back up.
Well, Adams will make the team. Those two will probably make the team. Loudermilk, unless he has next week and the week after to show some kind of promise. But also too, Brendan Finoka. Where in the is he at? It's ridiculous.
He was on the practice squad the whole last year. Afton says here, who had Connor? I didn't have him getting a TD, first TD on the bingo card of the year.
Nope.
No, I didn't think that was
a
going to
nice
happen.
pass too. It was a nice pass. Play action pass. Go to the flag. Get in there. Finish the play. Well, it was really cool. I did say that we're going to go in probably 7 to 8 minutes. When it goes an hour and a half. But you guys keep supporting it. You're fantastic. So
well, if Yuli, what is Yuli doing right now? Like driving around Philly, like dropping greens. What is he delivering? What's he doing?
He wants to keep this podcast going longer and longer. So what he does is for next time when he plays it, when he's driving around people, guys from "fuck you Philadelphia," and that comes up, and they'll be in the car.
Oh,
Yuli's a legend.
Can I say that?
If you want to.
Oh, fuck you, Philadelphia.
Slogan for Philadelphia.
I hate Philadelphia. I hate the teams. I hate all the teams of Philly. And I can't wait till we break that streak out there because we got to go play them this year out there. I'm telling you, that it could be the upset of the year.
Oh, Steelers play out there this year.
Yes. And they never won since the 60s.
Yeah.
And Kenny Pickett.
G'day, Pat. What's going on?
Hey, Craig. How you doing?
Crazy.
That's one of our boys. Craig.
Philly.
Yeah, that's one of our boys too, Paul. He's they're Blackridge tomorrow night in Blairsville playing and his band's actually playing at Heinz Field at the end of the month in the Rib
with the Clarks. With the Clarks, right?
With the Clarks. Yep.
Yeah. Man.
Big shout out.
All right,
to Blackridge.
I think I have to get ready to go. I gotta go to the pub.
You gotta go to the bar.
With my friends.
Wait, time out. I gotta find out from Mark. What so what does a guy your age in your area do at a pub? What do you guys do? Like you go to the pub and talk with your buddies? You got there to talk to the ladies? Do you dance? Do you sing karaoke? What do you do? What happens?
I'm just chilling. I'm chilling. Like when we go to the pub, we just chill. I'm like 34, so I'm not in the approaching days of like this lady there. I'm like, hey, what's going on? How are you?
Hello,
maybe
ladies.
in Pittsburgh I might. Yeah. Maybe in Pittsburgh I might.
So after the game, do you go to the pub and talk Steeler football, or like nobody?
No, his friends don't want to hear that.
No, that's why I'm here. But no, after we win, so at the pub I'm going to now, I call it a winners pub. I walk down the winners pub, have a few sherbets, or I might go to losers pub. I jump because right now what I'll do is I'll probably go to the pub. I'll jump on the community post, say thank you everyone, that kind of stuff. But no, in terms of like meeting people and stuff, no, we just chill out, have fun, drinks and food. So my work's going there.
What kind of bar food do you have there?
What are you gonna eat?
Oh, like burgers and pizza and shit like that.
Okay, what do they put on a burger in Australia?
Well, meat.
Like beef, cheese, onion.
What kind of cheese? What kind of cheese you want on your burger?
Like cheddar.
Cheddar?
Cheddar.
Okay.
Yeah. How do you guys say cheddar? Cheddar?
Not American cheese?
Cheddar.
Nah, I think it's like, sometimes. Depends what you get.
How about pepper
Yeah.
jack? Pepper jack cheese?
What the fuck's that? Pepper jack?
Pepper
You
jack.
never had pepper jack cheese?
Oh my god, you need to get some pepper jack cheese. Is spicy
No,
cheese.
like we have like, I don't know, lettuce, tomato. Because honest to goodness, I'll probably get a pizza. Because I'm like starving for a pizza. You know.
Do you like
probably get
thick crust or thin crust?
middle? I'm like the middle.
What do you
Like I like
Oh.
a good like wood. I had a wood fire pizza.
Oh, those are
where
good.
This is gonna go to 2 p.m. It's gonna go forever. I like the wood fire pizza, all right? That has pepperoni on. I had one of the best ones when me and Dad went to New York and Brooklyn, and unbelievable.
Made of coal fire. They have a coal fire pizza
So it
place
was
here.
in there and like boom, out.
Anthony's. It's so good. We'll take it. I'll take you there for coal fire pizza. You'll shit yourself. It's so good.
Shane's a tour guide.
Yeah,
Shane's gonna
Yeah.
take you
No,
places-
I have
I'm
one
on
of
Shane's
the
gonna
Billy
take
Kid.
you places you never been, Mark.
You the music.
Oh, Yuli, I don't know if I drank to this one, but I will.
You ready to go places you've never been, Mark? Well, buckle up. We're about to ride the fun train with Shane.
Jeez. Oh no, I've got that. A good way to end, fellas. I'm getting out of here very shortly. After this, I'm gonna play this in some thanks.
Shane,
Because I've got that from BMAC. Wait. You know,
The road to New Orleans will start in a few months. Let's get ready for the ride. Gas up the cars, baby. Let's get to New Orleans. Gas it up. Let's go.
hey, thank you, BMAC, mate. I'll see you all later. As always, here we go, Steelers.
Here we go, Steelers. Here we go.
I was going to ask
Yeah,
him what kind of
fucking
gas
Mac.
does he want? What kind of gas does Mac want in his car, man?
High octane.
High test. Sean,
Oh man.
I'm waiting for Yuli one more time.
Thank you, Sean. Okay, let's do some thanks. Get out of here. First of all, I really do appreciate Bubba and Shane. You guys are like a highlight of entertainment. Really are.
God
What we're
bless
building,
you.
the connection here, and also what you're
I
doing
love
over
your
there.
show.
Still,
I
Steelers
think
Minds
you're
podcast.
the most positive Steeler fan I know. It's like
thanks, man. I appreciate
The only,
that. Not
the
all-
only
not all.
positive Steeler fan we know.
no. Hold on, I gotta find a beer.
Come on, Pittsburgh
Ooh, that's
people
a
are
good- that's a good
positive.
question. Prior.
Oh, Gene!
Hang
Come
on. Who would win?
Hey,
Who would win? Brooke Pryor or Kangaroo or Tomlin?
I'm gonna go
Okay,
Brooke
what
Pryor.
happens first? Does Tomlin take out Brooke Pryor? Probably does. Takes her out. He's sick of her shit. He's sick of her shit. Takes her out.
I think the kangaroo sodomizes Tomlin.
No, Tomlin would be like, "Hey, Kangaroo, the standard is the standard."
Yeah.
It's Christmas, kangaroo.
I
I got a lot of new toys to play with.
I think Brooke Pryor's out. I think she gets demolished, and then it's between Kangaroo and Tomlin.
Yeah. Gene, you're crazy, man. Where's Gene live at? In like Monroeville?
I don't know. Somewhere in Pittsburgh. I don't know. Where do you live at, Jane? Gene.
He knew where the beehive was, so it's close.
Oh,
I think he's
Thanks,
living
bud.
down there by Murraysville.
Buzz.
Murraysville. If he knows the beehive.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
He goes to the
probably-
Monroeville Mall.
Yeah, Monroeville
Greensburg.
or
So yeah, thank you, fellas, for coming on the show. Bubba and Shane, you are awesome.
Oh.
Doing a great thing out there
Thank you.
at Steelers Dynasty podcast. We will try and do this again, well, at least once a week, but then definitely doing it again.
I don't know if I'll be drinking when we do it next time because this is a holiday.
But yeah, and also thank you to everyone in the chat. Everyone in the chat, and also everyone who gave the supers and everyone. You guys know how I much appreciate it. It's fucking fun. And also, I will be using this coin for Pittsburgh for sure, like for
Christmas
food or whatever.
party, Christmas
Yeah,
party,
dead
Christmas
shit.
party. We're
Right.
having a huge Christmas party, people. All you
Can't even
people
go
that
through them all.
I just
21st on the
Yes.
Saturday.
Christmas
Yeah, 21st
party.
on the Saturday.
We're all gonna meet up. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna have some beers. We're gonna
Is Shane
we're
gone
gonna
again?
watch a Steelers Bros. Or he's thinking about Christmas. I don't know.
Awesome, I agree. Great chats on both. And yes, thank you, Pepper, as well. Thanks for all hanging out with us at the university today. Wrap up and like, subscribe if you haven't
Thank you,
already.
guys.
And that's it. I'll buy some sherbets. Don't you worry. I definitely will buy some sherbets.
And
No idea where Monroeville is, but I'll buy that too.
Oh, you used to live in Monroeville.
Yeah, I don't know where that is.
He lives in Murray. I know where Murraysville. I live in Indiana, Pennsylvania, Yuli. You're 45 minutes from me, less than an hour.
From Pittsburgh?
Rock on, Yuli. Yeah, I'm an IUP. I am the home of Jimmy Stewart and Jim Haslett, who threw Terry Bradshaw when he played for the Buffalo Bills. Yeah.
Holy dooly. All right, Bubba, anything else you want to add before we finish?
No, I'm shutting up now. No, I just appreciate everybody. Hey, Shane, I just yeah, I want to say thank you to everybody. I appreciate all you guys. I think you guys kick ass. And I mean, we thank you, Steelers Dynasty Podcast. And we are so happy that we can collaborate with Mark. And it's going to be a great year. And we're going to have tons of fun. And I can't wait for Christmas. We're going to have Steeler Christmas cookies. Steeler Christmas cookies. And yeah.
This is something to be positive about because we lost, but there are things to improve on, and it feels better than last year because last year was a lot of smoke and mirrors.
Yep.
A lot of smoke and mirrors for the hype.
Hey, Shane, what's up?
Anything else you want to add, Shane, before we go?
No, you wrapped it up with a bow.
All right.
Bow.
Oh, thank you, Bubba. Thank you, Shane, for your stories as always.
Thank you.
They're classic. I didn't want to hear about the condom for $1, but
it was $5.
$5. Oh,
$5. 30 years. Over 30 years ago, it's $5, man. That's a lot of money.
Now be worth like probably 35, right? You said.
Yep. Now. All
right, boys. You fellas hang around. We're talking to the Black and Gold room in a minute. I'll see you guys later. Thank you, Steel Nation, as always, and thank you to every single super chat and all the stuff. The support is fucking unbelievable. It will go a long way towards my trip in Pittsburgh. And we ain't stopping. We're going to go far on Steel Nation Oz and far on Steelers Dynasty Podcast. It's fantastic. And the Steelers are going to go far too. A lot to work on, but I feel pretty good today. I feel good that we lost and we can improve for our team. So, guys, we'll see you later. As always, here we go, Steelers. Here we go. See you later. I'll see you guys later. Left the light on. See you later. Bye.